everyone. So our project, which was made by Justin, Sophia, and me, is an app that lists all restaurants and cafes in a specific area, but it's designed specially for COVID-19 times. So as we all know, most restaurants are open at the moment, but not all of them, and this could actually change. So if there is a spike in cases in a specific area, they may be asked to shut. So yeah, the aim is to just basically keep track of this. Um, so yeah, it tells you if they're open, if they're on a delivery service, so if they're on Deliveroo, Uber Eats, or Just Eat, and if they have any outdoor seating available, if you're particularly concerned about this. And if we go on the back, there is a little paragraph which is just basically a description. It could also have any extra information, so whether they do whether they do their own takeaway, if we need to book, or even if, let's say, they're closed and they're planning on reopening, it will have a date for that in here. There's also a little section for Eat Out to Help Out. It just basically tells you if they're doing it and when they're doing it, because it differs sometimes, very slightly. But obviously Eat Out to Help Out is finished now, so we could just replace this by discounts, let's say, any general discount. And yeah, I think some certain places are actually still doing it anyway. And there is also a link to their Insta and a link to their website and a phone number as well. Ideally, the app would list all restaurants in Manchester, but we can really find an API to help with that. So the Just Eat API is free, but it doesn't actually have all the information we need. The one that would have been ideal is the Google Maps Places API, but it wasn't free, unfortunately, so yeah, it wasn't really going to happen. And as for web scraping, we just couldn't really find a website that had everything we needed as well, so we just had to resort to manual data entry, which means that the app is just restricted to the Northern Quarter and Ancoats. I mean, we still ended up with about 80 restaurants anyway, and at the start it was just one massive list and you had to keep scrolling, but we've tried to divide it into pages, so just to make it less overwhelming, really. And it's also divided into, well, different cuisines, and if you want to look for a specific restaurant, you can just do that by name. So yeah. There's also a favourites page, but you can't really save anything if you don't have an account. But registering is really easy, so it's just your name, email, and a password. I'm not actually going to register because I already have an account, but I'm just going to log on to it. Oh, no. Sorry, wrong name. Yeah, so as we can see, there's a little empty heart that's appeared. And yeah, if we just want to save it, we press on it, and yeah, as you can see, it's saved now. If you go on favourites, so it's also got an address bit that wasn't actually on the homepage, so yeah, it's just a little extra bit, really. And you can rate it just for your own personal reference. And yeah, if I go onto the homepage now and go back to favourites, the rating's still there. And if we remove it, and then again go back on the homepage, it's removed. And yeah, finally, it is responsive. So it should change to 2 columns in a second. And if I want to see how it looks on a phone screen, yeah, we've only got 1 column. So yeah, this is basically it. Thank you very much for listening.